Yes, people, welcome back to another episode of the Den Podcast, Nola. I'm your host, Higher Level.
Ariana Grande.
And Jake Till. Man, we got a special guest in the building, a man who needs no introduction. But if we gonna do that, I'm gonna let you go ahead and introduce yourself. Wait. I just got a call.
Listen, I need an introduction, son. I don't know, son. A lot of people don't know who I am, bro.
Man,
So,
let them know.
So, look, man, my name's Justin Brown, man. I'm the founder and CEO of Empower You Nola. They got a few names, man. Mr. I just got a call. Mr. Empower You. Man, listen, if you see me in the street, man, holler at me. I'm cool. I'm approachable for sure.
So a lot of people come at you at Mr. I just got a call. How did that slogan come about?
Yeah, man. So I honestly, man, like this whole platform is God's gift to me, bro. Like, and we're gonna get into how I, got there, but man, listen, I prayed about it. I was in prison, and this whole concept, right? This Empower You, the logo, the everything came to me, just praying to see what can I do to better my city when I get home. And this whole concept came, bro. I just got a call, all that came, and I just been running with it for the last 6 years.
True. All right, let's backtrack. So
Yeah.
for the people that don't know about you, like, are you from New Orleans? Are you New Orleans based?
Born and raised in New Orleans East, down in Morrison area. Schools, went to St. Leo, Marion Central, Holy Cross. And then for college, I kind of went away to go chase the basketball dream, and then I came back home to be a police officer.
Basketball?
Yeah, man, I'm like that, dog.
Yeah, see, I ain't know that part. I researched, but I ain't see nothing.
Listen, the clipping's there, bro. Like, the clipping's there. You know what I'm saying? All district, all that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
So what made you want to be a police officer?
Honestly, man, when I was a little kid, I don't know really how it happened. I think, when you're a kid, you be like, what you want to be when you grow up, right? I said police officer, and that shit just stuck the whole time. So I couldn't shake it. And then when I started growing up and going through high school and college, I just knew I wanted to help my city and help my community. And they had a lot of bad things. In college, I'm a criminal justice major, got a bachelor's in criminal justice. So when I'm reading, the stories about New Orleans Police Department, and I read about, the corruption and things that was going on, I was like, nah, I'm gonna come back home and do that. Cause I was gonna do it in Georgia initially, where I was when I graduated. But I was like, man, let me just come back home. I think I could be effective in my city.
So how did the people that we typically grow up in black and brown neighborhoods? How did your friends in the neighborhoods take your dream to want to be a police officer?
So, I mean, really and truly, is about basketball initially, right? Like, and so I never got in trouble because they never allowed me to get in trouble because they wanted, like, they'd be like, man, go to the park. And you're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? Get from off the block. You tripping. Like you almost a way out. Like, you have a way out. So just kind of keep doing that. And then when I went to be a police officer, man, I mean, they knew my person, the person I was. They knew the character. They knew I wasn't, how they say beat up as a kid, and then now you want to be. It was nothing like that. So they accepted it, and I helped them when I could help them when I was there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Because you find a lot of people say that, like, man, you want to become a cop because you couldn't get no girls in high school. You was a punk in high school, but I get the feeling that wasn't your role. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man. So the crazy part is, I tell people, like, I used to work at Harris Casino before I became a police officer, right?
Okay.
I got way more women at Harris Casino, dog. Like, Harris was a crazy place. Like, anybody ever worked there during that time, man, it was listen. And I give people this brief analogy. I was like, I was security at the door, right? I see 2,000 people a day. Half of them are women. I see 1,000 women a day. Half of them, I don't like them, but they don't like me. So that's 500 women a day that kind of pass through that thing. I'm all right? Let's say I say something stupid, half of those gone, right? So that's 250 women still pass by my door every day, right? That think I'm okay, right? I didn't say nothing stupid. And let's say something else happened. Let's narrow it down to one woman a day that thinks I'm cute. I didn't say nothing stupid. She ain't say nothing stupid to me. We attracted. That's 5 women a week, bro. Like, man, listen, you can't beat. And I'm not saying having sex, but
You was out here though.
you know what I'm saying?
You was out here a little
having
bit.
that conversation.
Yeah, you was out here a little bit.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I
So
got
being a
you.
police officer, so when I was a police officer, the uniform was cool. It comes with authority. It comes with responsibility. But nah, that wasn't me at all, bro. That wasn't me.
What was the name of the show that you was on when you was a police? Was it Night Watch?
Night Watch,
Night
man.
Watch.
Night
How
Watch.
was that?
It was cool, man. So me and my partner, shout out to Randy. We was new on the job actually. We was young, we was super just energetic and just ready to, tackle the city. Our commander came to us and he was like, we was both articulated. We both, came home from college and was just we was both athletic, stuff like that. He was 6'6", I'm 6'2".
He played ball too.
He played ball too. Yep. So we got out here in the 6th district and just started working, man, and getting respect from the neighborhood too. And the captain came to us and he was like, listen, this got this opportunity. Y'all, y'all go do the audition. So we did the audition, man. They loved us. They loved our story. We both came out the academy together. They loved the whole story. And we started filming the pilot, right? We started filming the pilot. The pilot went well. Then they came back and started filming. And then 3 seasons later, it was cool.
So that 5 a week tripled, huh?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. Here we go. Listen, I'm with it.
You gotta tell it there, man.
Listen, I ain't gonna say no names, but people was getting sent panties in the mail to the station. I got a few souvenirs, not that, but like I got a bottle opener and stuff like that people were sending that had like, because my name was Mr. 100%, so it's Mr. 100 night watch. People were sending gifts and stuff for sure. Like it was some good time.
It sounds like.
Let me ask you a question. Real talk.
Yeah.
Was any of it scripted?
So the things that was scripted was like, let's say we hop out the car, we go chase somebody or whatever the case may be. They might have missed us hopping out the car. So they'll be like, all right, hop out the car.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The actual cases and the people that was affecting, that was real. We had to go to court for that. We had to testify to different things, everything that was going on. But just certain things like that, like y'all ran through the gas station, but we missed it on camera. Can you run back through the gas station? So boom, so we'll run through the gas station. So everything was real, but just certain little things like put the car in park. We want to see that, Just certain things like that was kind of scripted, or we had to reenact it for the camera.
So at any point during shooting, did you ever have to end up arresting somebody you knew?
During shooting, no. Never during a shooting.
Right, but just in general, I'm sure that happened in your life.
For sure, man. Yeah, man, it's a city. Everybody knew everybody. Everybody's small. I mean, the city is a big, small city. So it's all about handling with care, man. Like, I would want an officer to treat my family member like they would want somebody to treat their family member. So, I've been doing this for 6 years. You've never heard anybody come out and say, yeah. And I was a police officer for 6 years, right? Not one time and I was in a 6th district, in a 4th district. I was on mounted with the horses. I was in SWAT, right? Not one time you've heard somebody say that, oh, he treated me bad, or he put drugs on me, or he illegally arrested me. Like, because that wasn't my MO. Like, I let a lot of people go, using the discretion that I had as a police officer to say, and just to say, throw that away, I'm good. Like, you go about your way. And writing tickets, something I learned at a really early age as a police officer. Writing tickets was super whack to me, right? So I'm already in a impoverished community, working and writing tickets. So I pull you over and I write you a ticket, and I know you probably can't pay it. So the next time I pull you over, you're most likely gonna have a warrant out for your arrest, right? So now it's the second time. Now I got to take you to jail for something that I kind of created. You know what I'm saying? Or if you still want to pay that ticket, then you might have to rob somebody or burglarize somebody to get the money to pay that ticket. So for me, like, I never want to be the start of that cycle of putting that on our black people.
So what gave you that mindset? Because I know a lot of people, bro, they just out to get numbers. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they have to do. So did y'all have quotas and stuff? Because that's a common thing.
It's a common question. Nah, it's not quotas. You didn't get a raise if you did whatever. You know what I'm saying? Something that I remember back in the day that did used to happen. Like if you got a gun, off the street, then that was a good day for you. You know what I'm saying? Meaning like you could kind of relax for the rest of the day.
Right.
If you got a a gun off of somebody, something like that. But like quotas, I mean, people have different things that they like. Some people like writing tickets. Some people like DWI stops. Some people like child abuse and things like that. Right? I couldn't imagine being in a child abuse or sex crimes unit. Like the things that you see, the stories that you hear, the people that you got to do, I couldn't bear it. Homicide, they got guys that like homicide. They got guys like SWAT just kicking in people's door, right? So everybody have their little niche of what they like. So for me, that wasn't mine. I would much prefer getting people that's selling drugs in school zones, right? That was kind of something that bothered me. Selling drugs to kids bothered me. Of course, like armed robberies and stuff like that, putting guns in people's face bothered me a lot. So that's kind of what I kind of focused on.
Like just now, you said something a while ago, right? When you said you did this, and that. And you said you only been in the force for 6 years. So you went to all those ranks in a matter of just 6 years?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It was unheard of. Yeah. Mind you, I didn't have anybody on a job. I didn't know anybody that was a police officer. I literally.
You ever walked the beat like you walked the beat? You started with that, right?
I worked it, and I loved what I was doing. Right. The crazy part is, and we're gonna get to that, but when I got in trouble, my ex-wife at the time was like, "Yeah, I'm mad I'm mad you in the stuff that you in, but I'm glad you're home." I was never home, man. I lived the job. I loved the people. Like I wanted to do my job, so that's kind of what it was.
So at some point, the career took a turn, and you did go to prison.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So my charge is the interstate commerce of contraband tobacco. Right. A friend of mine, we took a trip from here to North Carolina with cigarettes. He owned different stores in the city. He's a good friend of mine. So the problem is taxes. Right. Each state have a different tax when it comes down to tobacco. So you buy a pack of cigarettes here, it's stamped with Louisiana, and you might pay, let's say you pay $5, right? You go to Florida, they have Florida stamp on it, you might pay $7, So taking cigarettes from here and bringing it to there in the purpose of selling them, right? So my partner owned convenience stores.
Okay.
And he was going to North Carolina to sell it, bring it to his other store. He had multiple stores. So that is illegal. So we took the trip 2 times, and then the FBI came pretty much a year after that and was like, yeah, what you did was illegal, so you got to go to jail.
What was the bulk? How many cigarettes we talking?
A U-Haul truck?
Oh shit! But listen, he got the same shit as like buying shit from China and then selling it here.
Yeah. Well, but it's just taxes. It's taxes. They was looking at him for a long time for stuff, and I just got caught in it.
U-Haul truck full of cigarettes. God damn.
U-Haul truck. Yeah.
So what was what was going through your mind when that happened at the moment you got arrested?
Honestly, I didn't even know what it was. Like I was like, wait, what we here for? I'm like, y'all initially, like the first time, like cigarettes. I'm like, yeah, I can tell you about cigarettes. I took a trip, like I'm running it, like I ain't know nothing about it.
You was still in the force then?
Yeah. So they was like, yeah, nigga, that's illegal. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, oh, all right, well, shit, I did it. So
Right.
So wound up fighting it for a year, just going back and forth, doing the stuff like that. And something that the judge said that kind of stuck with me throughout, even to this day. He said, I had a lot of positive people because I was on a show and things like that. And so people knew that the work that I was doing and stuff like that. So the judge said, Mr. Brown, like I received all these letters for you on your behalf, from all these influential people, He said in open court, he was like, but you broke public trust. So the fact that you broke public trust, you have to have consequences. So he said, I'm gonna give you a year and a day in a BOP, the Bureau of Prisons.
Damn.
He said, damn. So yeah, look, he looked out for me though. Be honest with you, right? Like he looked out for me because there was consequences for every action.
What
right?
that carry? Like the real sentence?
The real sentence I did about 6 months.
No, but I'm saying it for the average person.
Oh no, the average person. No. I don't know nobody ever got put in jail for this. You know what I'm saying? This rule been around since like the 1800s. You know what I'm saying? Like, so no, it's like bootlegging almost. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know anybody.
Do you think that you being in law enforcement and being on the show, you got the time because of that?
Yeah, sure, It was because of who I was for sure, right? I was a police officer, number one, right? And then I'm on a hit TV show. I'm pretty much NOPD spokesperson. I was on every commercial. I was on, doing every news feed. I was doing all that. So yeah, it was. If I was just Joe Blow, it probably wouldn't have went nowhere.
Right.
But I broke public trust, so just so that stuck with me because even today that's what I'm building back, right? The trust that I broke initially when I was a police officer. So that's what I'm doing.
So I know one thing we hear a lot about is like the horror stories about people being in prison. But tell us the positive things. Tell us how it changed your life, what you learned.
Man, that's a great question. I don't think I've been asked that question before. All right,
I'm great.
All right, come on, talk your talk here.
I wrote that question.
Oh, you wrote that far.
That
makes
that's
sense,
why I
bro.
be clipping my phones. You see what I'm saying?
You right. You right. Man, prison was listen. I was blessed, right? I was able to go a federal prison camp. A federal prison camp is the lowest you can go in a federal system, right? So there's the camp, there's the low, there's the mid, there's the pen. It just the high, the pen, it just keeps going up, right? So I was blessed to go in a spot where it was pretty much white collars and drug dealers, right? But I was in there with some powerful people, right? I was in there with I don't know if y'all remember the Enron guys, right? Mind you, I didn't get to talk to them, but the Enron guys, and they had powerful attorneys that did some white collar stuff, or man, even my boy Kevin, like he was from the city, but he was in Atlanta. He did something, but sitting down talking to these people, man, like these millionaires, right? Like going to these classes. Like I try to go to every class in there. Like I went to a real estate class from what is he? He was a real estate attorney, did something multi-millionaire. I went to a marketing class with this guy named Kevin Trudeau, who was multi-millionaire. He sold books like how to cure yourself without using medicine, and how to get money without going to the government and stuff like that, right? And who started a network in Europe or something like that. He was crazy, but he taught these classes. This business class with another millionaire, right? So just sitting down, be able to talk to these people and listen, and not being, and mind you, they had homies that was there that didn't want that. I got my CDL license in now, right? So like, and I used to try to bring the homies along, like, man, come to the class, man, it's free. Like this nigga a millionaire, like that's gonna learn. And and some people just wasn't ready for that. You know what I'm saying? So based on stuff that I do, I understand that jail is not for everybody, right? Everybody should not go to jail. That's not a good place to be. But they got some people who need to go there to see and feel it and say, you know what? I need to slow down a little bit. Let me change the way I think moving forward and coming out, right? But it has to be a healthy situation, like I mean, if you talk about our jail, like they fighting to live in that right now, right? So it's hard to better yourself when you surviving every day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's different. But if you get in a situation where you could just sit down and think about your actions and plan your next move, because when you come out, the world moving is quick. You can't really focus in the world that we in. But you sitting down, you got a chance to think and what's your next move and plan it. I mean, that's how Empower You Nola started.
So take me back. She brought you in prison. Yep. Take me back to the moment of sentencing.
Yeah, man. Sentencing was crazy, man. Sitting in there with my friends, my close friends, my close family, sitting in court, and mind you, that's why Empower You Nola is unique, right? I was on both sides. I didn't see as a police officer testifying against somebody who did something, and I've been on that other side of the table too, looking at 25 years. They told me I was facing 0 to 25.
For the cigarette?
For the cigarettes, yeah. 0 to 25 years. Yeah. It was 2 counts of the trafficking. It was 2 counts of conspiracy. No, 1 count of conspiracy. And 2 counts of bribery.
Damn.
Right? So when it came down to it, it's only that 1 charge, but they was trying to throw all that at me to say you're gonna have 25 years in prison. So facing that, it was a scary situation for sure, man. I didn't know, and mind you, when I got sentenced a year and a day, I was like, y'all put me in jail for a year for this? Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I get out, I'm about to boo-hooing, like, what? Because I had a chance to turn myself in later, So I got to go home and get my affairs together and turn myself in. But I'm like, I called a homies that went to the feds before, like, what's up? Like, they like, boy, he looked out for you. I'm like, how? He like, man, he gave you a year and a day. That means that extra day that he gave you, you get to accumulate good time. So now I don't have to, if he'd have gave me a year flat, I'd have had to serve the whole year flat.
Damn.
But the fact that he gave me a year and a day means I could serve good time, accumulate good time, and that's how I was able to do 6-7 months in jail. Yeah.
I never knew that about that day.
That day saved you, thank you. And mind you, he was a white Republican, right? And I'm thinking he about to sink me. You know what I'm saying? He hard-nosed guy, like, really, really strict, man. But God was on my side for sure.
So, correct me if don't judge me on this, right? So once that happened, that was a wrap for you.
Career.
Right?
Yep. That day.
So nobody can come back from that.
No. So I resigned that day. The NOPD was actually in the courtroom. So when I pled guilty and got sentenced, I signed off my stuff. Yep. Nah, it's good. It's a part of life.
God had other plans.
Man, listen. Watch when we get into it. You gonna see.
Well, let's get there.
Oh, you want to be going there?
Let's get to it.
Nah, man. So like I said, like this is God's mission for me. It's hard to talk about people that's in the same kind of space that I'm in that don't have an aim and a focus and a goal, right? Talking to a man or a woman with no goal and you're doing this, what are you firing at? Like if you got a gun and you have no target, then what are you shooting at? You just pop, 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 pop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I know my goal. I know what I'm trying to do. Like, it's been planned out. I see what I'm trying to do, and I'm moving to that direction every day. So while I was in prison, I was in my cell, and I started thinking about public trust that I broke. Right. So how can I rebuild the public trust with the community that I love? Boom, I just started thinking about, okay, I'm on both sides of the law. Okay, let me be that bridge. I want to bridge the gap between law enforcement and community. How to get pulled over in a traffic stop. What does that look like? Right? You know, even how to make a complaint on the officer if you need. Like, people don't even know how to make a complaint sometimes when they get handled wrong, right? How can I teach, like, even these new gun laws that's coming out, like, how do I teach my community, like, how to interact and how to move in this world that we living in if they don't know? So me being a police officer, I can explain that in terms that they can understand it, so we could save that interaction. But I can't just teach community. I have to teach the police too about community policing. What does that look like? What does that feel like? A lot of stuff that I could do today, and why Empower You Nola is so good, because the community trusts me. They trust that, you know, I'm going to be confidential with the information that they give. They trust that I'm going to do right with the information that I receive. You know, I'm not going to out them or nothing like that either. You know what I'm saying? So they trust me. So community policing looks just like that as a police officer. Listen, I was in a 6th district multiple times. Me and my partner Randy, shout out to him again, bro, because we used to pull over and play basketball with the kids, like L. Davis Park.
Right.
Pull up, what's up? They like, what's up? We in full uniform, sweating down, playing basketball, playing football. But that's the same kids that'll save your life, like, right? Like, taking that time to spend with a kid that only saw police officers in a bad light is everything. You just had that conversation with them just for a little minute.
Right.
That's the same ones when you running down a dark alley, you see the kid there, you be like, where he went? He gonna tell you where he went. It's the same kid when he telling you don't walk down the alley. Them niggas ready for you, right? The same.
Facts.
Not only the kid, but the grandmother that's bringing in groceries. Man, get out the car and go help her.
Right.
Man, it is 2 seconds. Literally jump out the car, go help her bring the groceries in. She gonna appreciate it. Because the same lady that's gonna be looking out her window when somebody get murdered, you have a relationship with that lady, say, who did it? And she don't mind talking to you and telling you. You know what I'm saying? So community policing, teaching the community teaching the police that about community policing is super important. So that's why I decided to be that bridge, and Empower You Nola. That's where I started from, teaching the community. And then it started going to the news. As a police officer, I've been on plenty of scenes where the information that I'm first on scene, I get the report, I write it up, good, boom. I get home, I look at the news, it's wrong. That didn't happen like that, right?
What?
For sure. So I said, well, I could do that. I got the relationship with the community that's gonna tell me. I got the relationship with police. I got the relationship with EMS. I got a relationship with 911. I got a relationship with everybody. Why can't I be that person to facilitate factual information to the public in a quicker fashion, right? I don't have to go through red tape or nothing like that. I don't have to go ask my producer, hey, can I post this? I get the information, I cipher it through, I make sure it's correct, and I post it. I beat the news every time.
So how did that start? Did you was it one day in particular? You're like, man, I'm gonna just get on Instagram and I'm gonna do this here, like,
Crazy. I don't know.
you don't know?
Can't remember.
It just started happening. Huh?
Yeah, I just
But
started
did
doing
it
it.
even start with social media?
Everything was social media.
Social media.
Yeah, everything was
But
social
Jay,
media.
before you go there, right?
Yep, go,
the
go, go.
whole community policing, right? Do they teach that in the academy?
So yeah, they tell you, but it's nothing like being in your community with your people. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like it. Like, you know, and a lot of people, some people not from here, they get here, you know, they have culture classes and stuff like that, you know, that teaches what a neutral ground is. You know what I'm saying? Teaching them what a second line is. Teaching them a woo to woo and how we use our hands and stuff like that. Like, teaching them that's not a threat. Like, that's just a culture. Like, teaching a culture. So for somebody that's from here, and mind you, I'm not from uptown, right? But like, I understand it though. And I could communicate. And I could understand the plight that they're going through and try to use my best judgment to help them if I can. If they have to go to jail, treat them fairly, going to jail. And just be that that person that they need at the time. I didn't call people mamas. I didn't find people drunk and just put them in a car and was like, "Nigga, I'm taking you home because you 4 blocks away." Right? So things like that happen all the time that police officers do every day. Mind you, right? I ain't nothing special. Like, you know what I'm saying? People doing that every day.
No, you are, because there's a disconnect between the community and police officers, and
But I think that starts, especially with our community, that starts in the home, because we are taught to fear and not trust the police.
right.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do we fix that?
Yeah.
You know,
Community policing for sure could fix it. Yeah,
But
yeah.
when I say like the academy, like the police academy, do they teach that in the academy?
They teach you, but you got to go out and do it. You know what I'm saying? It's not mandatory that you do. Right? Like, it's not mandatory that you stop and go help the lady up the stairs. It's not mandatory you go play basketball with the kids. Like, that's something extra you do because you love it, because you love the community, because you love that kid. Like, because you want to personally change the kid's mindset, because you know the stuff that they've been through, and that the police only showed up when their daddy got arrested, or the police only showed up to arrest their mom. So the police bad.
Because I sit back and think all the time. I'm like, man, look, these cops don't make stupid money, so they gotta want to be a cop because they love the shit. And if you love the shit, then why you acting like an asshole if you love the shit?
Listen, that's a great question, and I say they're human, and they all have a bad day, and they shouldn't bring that shit to work, but it happens.
It happens.
Jinx, yeah, like they say back in Jinx. Yeah.
So
But it happens.
you think there's not that many bad cops out there? Or
I
you
think they got bad
Nah,
cops.
they got
They got bad cops. I mean, I think it's more good than bad.
right.
But they say one bad apple spoils the bunch, right? So I mean, people say, I didn't violate nobody's rights. I didn't do anything like that. But somebody called me a bad cop, because I took cigarettes across their lines. I mean, and that's fair. But my job is to build the trust back. Yeah, I did that. I learned from it. I never do it again. I promise you that.
Have you felt like you've done a good job, or in your opinion, because it's all about you, right? Do you feel like you built that trust, or you feel like that's something you still aiming to do every day?
Aiming to do it every day, bro.
Yeah.
Aiming to do it, because there's people that still don't understand what I'm doing, right? So it's my job to bridge that gap and tell them, like, I'm not against you, I'm for you. You may not like my tactics, you may not like the accountability, but I'm still building that trust back for sure.
Do you feel like they still look at you as a police officer?
Some people. Yeah. I mean, that's a part of it. Like, I mean, I guess once you're a police, you're always a police, right? I mean, in some people's eyes. So
We did. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah,
We did.
yeah.
I was like, yo, think we could smoke in here?
smoke. What you mean? Listen, man, I got a video. I got a video on my phone right now that I was supposed to post today, man. It was this guy who was today. This happened today. He was driving to work, smoked out. He said, "Man, listen, I need to hit that bit before I got to work." I said, "I get it." State police pulled him over on Haynes today. He said, "Man, and I'm gonna play the video," but he was like, "Man, I pulled over, man. The car smoked out." He said, the police pulled up and told me, roll down. I rolled my window down. He told me, open the door. You could see smoke coming out the car. That's how bad it was.
Right.
Yeah.
He said, 5 cars pulled up. Guy asked him, where you going? He said, "Man, I'm going to work." State police, Troop Nola, was like, "You going to work?" He said, "You got guns in here?" Dude was like, "I don't got no guns. I'm just, trying to vibe out before I go to work." Police officer said, "Man, have a good day, bro. Go to work." Another cop was like, "Yeah, but he got all that weed." I said, "Man, we ain't worried about weed. We got bigger fish to fry." That's the type of person I was. Like, "Hey, you got some weed? I hit it with you. What's up?"
So look, how did the social media bug start? Like the social media aspect of it.
So about Empower You Nola?
Yeah.
So just praying about it, like, from prison. 6 years ago, I got out, and then I just started working on social media. The name Empower You Nola came. I want to empower you, right? And I'm from Nola. So the kind of goal is to just go maybe go all over the state, maybe, or the city. I mean, different cities. So it could be Empower You Baton Rouge, possibly, maybe Empower You Tampa, maybe Empower You Miami. But I want to empower you. Like that's what that kind of came from. So the name came, and I just started, and I was talking to myself about 2 years, and then year 3, it started. People started paying attention a little bit. Year 4, year 5, and then now we're in year 6 when I get 10 million views a month for sure.
Damn.
So what's the biggest misconceptions that people have about you?
I don't know.
Snitch.
Yeah, snitch. I mean,
Listen,
listen,
y'all. Oh, I got you.
Go,
I got you,
Hannah.
Jay. It's not snitching, all right?
I'm gonna give you some money too. Thank you for telling everybody. Yeah, but nah, man. Yeah. I think that the snitching part for sure. I'm just a community member, man. I'm just a community member that really want what's best for my community. I have kids that's gonna grow up in this community. I have a mother in this community. Friends and family that's in this community. I want them to be safe as much as I can. Safety is everything for me. And mind you, they're probably not gonna come stick a gun in me, you, or you face, right? They're gonna see this woman, and they're gonna do it to her first, because she's a weaker target in their eyes, right? I'm trying to protect her, so that's why I do it. They could call me a snitch. I mean, it is what it is. Like at this point, I just want accountability, and I want to catch somebody from. If I could catch them stealing before they kill somebody, I'd rather hold them accountable for stealing than to escalate to something different where they can't come home, because I want them to go sit down for a minute, think about this stuff, and then come back a better person, and then we can help them. Then I still say, and people, like I said this before, like people think it stops with just me saying who this person is and sending it to them, right? Like, no, indeed, like that's just the beginning, right? I had family members coming like, man, I need a bail bond. I'm done. Here you go. I need an attorney. All right, here you go. They come home. I need a job. All right, reach out to these people. Like, it doesn't just stop there. And mind you, like I said, I don't put that out for everybody to know, but like, it's more than just holding somebody accountable. It's like holding them accountable and then giving them the resources they need to come back and be productive.
Why do you think our community has such a big problem with what you're doing?
I think it's a lot of ignorance, man. Honestly, like, I think people are set in their ways of how they grew up or what it used to be, and they're not open-minded to the fact of kind of what I'm doing. Like, I think they closed-minded to the fact that even if they calling me a snitch, if they call me tomorrow and they need help, I'm gonna help them for free. I ain't charged not one person in 6 years. I'm talking about getting information out to the public. I'm talking about finding a kid, helping get justice for their loved one who was murdered. I did all that for free for 6 years, and I'm gonna continue to do it for free. So so I'm not tripping. I'm gonna keep moving.
And it's working because you just, how many views?
I did 10 million in the last 30 days.
See, it's working because it's getting out there. I don't know nobody doing 10 million views in 30 days because people watch it.
Yeah.
So
It's working. People paying attention.
Is it? Tell the truth though. Does it piss you off when they come at you like that?
It depends on who it is, right? I hold different people at a different standard if I know you know better, right? So if it's just somebody that's saying rah rah rah, and I can look at him and be like, he just don't get it, right? Like, I would love, man, I got people come to me every day and was like, I ain't gonna lie, Jay, I ain't like you before, bro. Like, but I get it now. So people come around eventually. You know, they'll be like, that actually happened yesterday. A dude was like, yeah, I respect what you're doing. I ain't get it before, but I respect it and keep going. You know what I'm saying? But does it piss me off? I mean, it probably used to. I don't really care no more, man. I mean, I help so many people. So without me being around, I think the world would be different. And shout out to Reggie, because I think Reggie said this. He was like, all right, y'all don't want him here. That's fine. Who gonna replace him?
Right.
And I was like, damn, like, y'all don't want me doing what I was doing, the effective work that I'm doing. If I'm gone, then okay, who's gonna replace it? Who's gonna pick up that slack? Right. And nobody doing it right now.
I definitely prejudged, and then
that's cool. That's cool.
You thought that man was a rat?
Wait.
No, I don't.
What you thought he was?
That's fine. What she prejudged, fellas.
Yeah.
No, I didn't think you was a rat, right? Because that's we could get into that whole conversation about what is a rat.
Right.
But,
Let's do that.
I thought maybe you would have been a little stuck up and stuff, and then I think our second conversation on the phone, I was like, nigga, cool. Like,
oh Lord, it was when I thought it was like before this. She talking about like 2 days ago. You hear me? Like, nah, it's cool. But I mean, I think people, I never get to be per se myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm reporting on serious issues, so I can't be joking. You know what I'm saying? When I'm putting on serious stuff, like, I don't want to make a mockery of what I'm doing. But man, listen, I'm listen. The crazy part is, man, shout out to Corey with the K. Me and Corey with the K did a podcast, and Corey is like super chill. Like he, like you would see him like funny joking. I think he one of the funniest people we have in this city, right? And when we were sitting next to each other, and I'm like, yeah, what's up? Like, you know, he like chilling. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, so when we were doing a podcast, Corey was like, yeah, me and Jay switched roles because I ain't really like that. I'm chill. Like, I'm funny, yeah. And but he naturally funny. You know what I'm saying? He cracking natural jokes just sitting at the table. But I'm not the serious guy, you know what I'm saying, as people with me think from just seeing me on social media.
But they see you in the clubs and stuff too, or you don't do it?
I don't really do the clubs, man. You know, and it's a safety issue. Like, I kind of put my life on hold for this.
Right.
Like, I put my life on hold for this page and this community. So I don't really go nowhere. I don't really do too much.
I was just about to ask that. Like, what's downtime for you? Like, what's a regular day when you chilling and having fun with the family?
I don't think no downtime, man. That information coming every
calls,
day,
right?
My phone blowing up right now, bro. I can feel it vibrating. Downtime, man. Dang, that's a good thing. So I try to take mental health breaks, right? I try to take a mental health break because it's a 24 hours a day, 7 days a week job, right? Nobody cares that it's Sunday that they loved one went missing. Like, who cares about your off day? Right? My child is missing. I'm due for a mental health break. I know I need a mental health. My body tells me when I'm in a mental health break, and mind you, I'm 2 months past it, right? Because I've been pushing. But I get emotional off the little things. Some stuff that I'll be like, well, whatever. I'll cry.
Yeah.
That's how I know that, like, damn, I need a break. Like, I need a break. So, but I need to do it more. Mental health is super, super serious. I need to do it at least once a month. I don't do it once a month. People check on me all the time, be like, Jay, when the last time you took a break? I'd be like, I don't know. Be like, you need to take a break. I'd be like, I am. And then a month later, they call back, you took a break? I'm like, no, I'm still going. You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate. It's not good. I mean, hopefully soon.
So you do all of this by yourself, or is there a team?
This is all by myself.
And this is your full-time job?
Full-time job. All by myself.
Do the whistle for that.
I have people that would help. Like, if I need, like, I don't know, something typed up, they'll type it up for me or something like that. But man, Anthony's calls, because it's super sensitive, right? The reason this platform is really, really good is because they trust me. No information that's ever came from me on my page, right? Everybody give me information in the city. I don't care if it's from the top person in the city to the bottom person in the city. I talk to everybody because everybody want better for the community for the most part, right? Man, so I can't jeopardize.
And stress to the people, man, that the information coming to you, you're not seeking it. I think that's the misconception too. That right, that you just going around and you call.
You're not a private investigator.
Right. Oh no. I'm in my bed watching TV on a computer researching some stuff, and I get the calls. Once I get it, I might do my due diligence to see to fact check it. But nah, man, they want me with this information. They know I'm gonna do right with it, so they give it to me. Everything I put out is given to me. I ain't never on the scene, right? I'm never eyewitness on a corner with the camera.
Everything comes to you.
I get the live video footage because people trust me with it, and I'm gonna do right by it every time.
I think I smell a reality show coming on.
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah.
Speak that.
Man.
Speak that. I'm working on something right now.
I'm telling you, bro.
Speak that.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to Elton. Elton, you listen.
That shit would be lit. I'm telling you, I can see it.
I'm working on something. For sure. God gonna make it happen.
Facts.
God can make it happen.
So, bro, I ain't gonna tell nobody.
Go.
These cameras not in.
All right.
Where you get all that information from?
Man,
I'm joking.
I'm telling you.
Well, you know, there was a little rumor I heard that you control some of these cameras in the city.
Oh,
Bro.
You know, but I wish.
Look, and it's funny.
I wish.
As ridiculous as it sounds, when I first heard, I was like, "Damn, homie got it like that."
I wish. I'm gonna tell you, my life would be so much better if I could, number one, control cameras, or number two, I had a police radio. Ooh, listen, give me a police radio. I'm gonna be on.
Right.
I don't have it. Like, that's illegal. You know what I'm saying? Like those radios are accounted for, right? Like, I mean, but it's the people. Man, like, I wake up to 30, sometimes 40 DMs.
Damn.
Every night, every day. I mean, every morning I wake up. I have to cipher through it. I have to see some of it's duplicate. You know what I'm saying? It's duplicate stuff. but I have to go through it and I have to fact check. And I can't post everything that I get. I try to cipher it to see what's important and what's not, or what the community needs, or what's, life threatening, or whatever the case may be, or what's news. But yeah, man, the people, bro. Like,
how you determine like what's most important? Like that by itself is a headache.
Is that exactly?
Because you got some people say, man, you overlook my shit for
That's
this
a fact.
shit. It's like
It's a fact. But then you got to look at the algorithm too. You know, you got to look at, all right, I posted 3 things that really didn't get no views, and something ain't right. So it don't make no sense posting this because it ain't nobody gonna see it.
Right.
So now I need to push that back a couple of hours to see if the algorithm changed, or I gotta hold it to another day. You know what I'm saying? So people can see it. Of course, bad news travel much better than good news.
far, yeah.
Right? Like I post a shooting, it's 100,000 views. I post a card giveaway from shout out to Goldie with Goldie, well, I can't think of her name. She gonna be mad if she see this. Business minded. She did a card giveaway. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't get that many views. Like, I mean,
Right.
people just share the bad stuff. But I pride myself on putting on everything, and then it is what it is. You share, you don't. But it's good that happened.
It's crazy because people love that controversy. We talk about that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what we post, you can always see that
You
if
get the
it's something
clickbait. Everybody wants
controversial.
that clickbait.
Yeah, if it's something controversial, boom. If it's something spiritual or uplifting, hardly anything.
That's how it works. That's how it works for my page too, my platform as well.
And I think a lot of people also think you have like a hand-in-hand relationship with the police department. I don't think they pay attention to. Nigga, you be beefing with them.
I'm beefing them right now. Sheriff Department, I'm beefing with y'all. Yeah, man. I'm telling y'all right now, I got something for y'all when I get off this podcast. Yeah,
Y'all
man.
heard it here first, y'all.
Yeah,
Heard it here.
yeah. Let me see if we can talk about it. Let me see. We can talk about it if you want. Like, I ain't.
Oh, we won't.
Yeah, we want to talk about it.
Right. The beef, what the beef is right now. But now I hold them accountable as well. You know, I had my friends on my page. You know, and I ain't gonna say his name, but he hit me up like, man, he was like, Jay, just got out of jail. He a police officer. I said, what you did? He told me what he did. He said, I know you got to do your thing. He said, just do me right. You know what I'm saying? I said, I got you. People have to understand, like, I'm not a police officer no more. So a lot of police officers get mad when I post stuff like that. They be like, man, you was the police before, right? I'm not in that no more. I'm a media. You hear me?
But shit, now that you say that, they would probably rather it come from you.
They should.
You know what
They
I'm saying?
should. That's the
They
key
should.
word. They should.
They get emotional, just the same thing, right? I tell people, if I could put my story on my page, which is pinned at the top, my first 2 videos is my story. So if I could put myself on that page, anybody could get it. I don't care who you is. And my friends, my family, no. If I put myself on there, I could put anybody on there.
What's your ideas on the city right now, bro? They got a lot of stuff going on right now in the city.
We talking about political, or we just talking about
Everything. But yeah, let's touch on the political.
political,
you have a
man?
stance with that?
Empower You Nola is fair. We're gonna allow anybody and everybody to come on to speak to the people, even if I dislike you, even if I don't think you're right. I'm giving you an opportunity to change my mind and change my followers' mind. Right? There's a fee. Let's be clear, right? You got a fee to come on, right?
Right.
I ain't trying to knock you over the head, but that's what keep this page going because I do free work. But anybody that's policy. My shout out to Freddie King. I got him coming on tomorrow. Me and him doing an interview. JP Morrell, I'm gonna have him on probably next week. I'm gonna have Helena Moreno on. I've talked to Royce. Royce supposed to come on as well. Just to and mind you, I tell him the same thing. Like, listen, this not I got your moment. Like,
Right.
I'm gonna ask the community questions to give to y'all. I'm gonna put the questions together. I'm gonna give to you, and we're gonna sit down and we're gonna talk about it. I want you to be prepared of what you're gonna tell this community because we're gonna hold you accountable to it, right? Like what you say on this platform is recorded, and when you win, we're gonna hold you to that. And we expect you to do everything that you said. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna have a bunch of people on coming up soon, man. So shout out to them that want to even come on my platform to, help me further going. You know what I'm saying, with this payment that they're gonna give me, and we're gonna keep doing what we got to do for the community for free.
What's the ultimate goal for your company?
Yeah, man. So I had this conversation recently, maybe a month ago, and I was like, I know where I'm going. I know crime is down because of my page. If you think about like, ask anybody like why crime is down. They probably not gonna give you a good answer of why crime is down. And number one, crime is down because of Empower You Nola. We have law enforcement, we have community resources reach out to me every day. We actually doing a warrant clinic next month on the 20th, right? We had 1,000 people reach out to this clinic that's a month away in 2 hours.
Damn.
We got to shut it down. So this warrant clinic is basically if you have a municipal warrant, if you have traffic tickets, and you go to this clinic, they're gonna eliminate that warrant, and they're gonna pay your traffic tickets up to all of it if they can, right? So these people, and they're gonna reinstate your license, right?
Big.
So we talking about community resources that's really. Last year, people was like, "Oh, y'all go to that shit, you're gonna get arrested. You're gonna da-da-da-da," right? Like that was the fear. And I came on again. I was like, "Listen, if we want to arrest you, I'll tell you, they're gonna arrest you. Like I'm putting my name and my brand on this. I'm telling you, they're not gonna arrest you. If they arrest you, that's on me."
Right.
Nobody was arrested last year. Hundreds of people got helped. I think they did 300,000 in fines and fees that they paid for the community.
You want to tell them that again?
Oh yeah. So look, $300,000 they paid for the community, fines and fees, got their DMV license renewed, and warrants, municipal warrants, rescinded. So we having that again on the 20th. But back to the question, like police resources like that, like we giving it all. Like we so the goal is that, man, reducing crime. If I can get you a better job, if I can fix your license to get you that better job,
Right.
to better your family, you're less likely to go violate. But if you violate, I gotta hold you accountable. You do your little whatever you gotta do. You come back. I'm still gonna help you get a job and better yourself for your family. So that's kind of how I go. So my goal is just to continue doing that. I think murder's down 50%, 40%. Violent crime is down like another 40 or 50%. But having these conversations with these youth, like shout out to Frederick Brooks as well. He's in a JJIC. He's doing amazing work in a JJIC, right? That's the juvenile jail. I've spoken to why they back there, right? They know me. Empower You Nola, put me in this, they going, But I tell them like, bro, like, listen, I love y'all. Like I don't want nothing bad to happen to y'all. I know here you safe. I know here you gonna eat. I know here, man, saved your life. Yeah, you did this car theft, but you was about to do this armed robbery. But I got you for the car theft. Let's go sit down for the car theft. That's easy. That's light work. You're gonna get out soon, right? Before you did a murder, when we gotta ship you off the river. So that's the goal, man. The goal is continue to do that. The goal is to have less crime, more resources for this community, and we're gonna keep promoting that.
And how can we help with the initiative? Because nigga, we not snitching. No, I'm playing.
Y'all, she just told me something before we got on camera, y'all. Nah, man. I feel like everybody got a part to play. It doesn't have to be my initiative. It doesn't have to be, like somebody was like, yeah, Stolen Autos Nola. I gotta give them a shout out too. So Stolen Autos Nola. Have y'all heard of that page?
No.
So Stolen Autos Nola is a page that's ran in New Orleans that they do only stolen cars. So if you get your car stolen, Stolen Autos Nola help. They help you get retrieve your car back. They have state police contacts. They got NOPD contacts, JP contacts with auto theft, and they help you with that, right? How she started that page is because I helped her find her car. Her car got stolen. She was looking for it for 2 weeks. She called me. She hit me up on the DMs like, hey, I'm missing my car. I posted her car. 2 hours later, I knew where her car was. Got the police there, arrested 2 people that was in the car, right? Man. So she saw that. She like, I want to do this. So she started a page, and I assist her with that. So whatever you feel like you're doing, like, let's collab. Like, let's work together to do it. Like, let me promote. If you're doing something for the community, let me promote that and let me get that out there. I can't do it. I'm busy. Right. I'm swamped. Right. But I can help you start whatever initiative that you want to start. if it's something that's gonna help them benefit the community. Me and Mac, shout out to Mac. Me and Mac did a 8 to 12-year-olds. We had a little tween dance. You heard me? Yeah, we had it at a school. Shout out to Empower You Nola. Let us do one of the schools, a gym. We had 3 security guards, man. They came in and they had a blast, right? That was for 8 to 12-year-olds. They had a blast. So just doing stuff like that, like that maybe not be highly promoted, right? But stuff like that we doing every day. And we're going to continue to do that.
You ever talk people off the legs? People ever hit you up before, man? Like, I got this situation I've got going on. I'm going to handle it like this, and you end up.
Man, listen, yes, indeed. I hate to be that guy, right? But I'll say this one incident. Like, somebody, y'all know, should I name drop him? He ain't even worth it. But anyway.
Nobody watching. Go ahead.
So they had an incident with Brandon Knox recently.
Okay.
Photographer that's doing like news stuff like that. He put out something incorrectly, you know, and he just needed to really apologize and move on, like, you know what I'm saying? But he decided to curse me and Reggie out or whatever the case may be, and was like, "Fuck y'all, like y'all trying to get me or whatever." I'm like, just apologize, you fine. Like I haven't done it to that extent, but I've put out wrong information before and had to come back and apologize, like and say, "Hey, look, sorry y'all, that was wrong, but this is the right information." That's all you got to do, because nobody's perfect. So he decided to do that. So somebody called me like, "Yeah, I'm gonna beat that up when I see him." I'm like, bro, stop it. Like, it ain't even worth it. Like, you know, please don't go to jail because you don't like the man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't, whoever it is. Like, so there are plenty of times where dudes hit me like, "Man, Jay, I'm sick and tired. I'm about to crash out." And I'm like, bro, like, we'll talk. You know what I'm saying? Have a man-to-man conversation or a man or woman conversation. Be like, listen, let's do the pros and the cons. Let's do the consequence that you're going to get for this. Look up the statute. Statute says you're going to get 5 to 10 years.
Right.
You got kids? Yeah. All right. Well, 5 to 10 years without your kids. You working? Yeah, I work. Well, you're going to lose your job. You're going to have a felony. You know what I'm saying? I can have those conversations and be like, nah, that ain't worth it. And by the end, everybody be like, you know what, Jay? I'm glad I called you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So, yeah, that happens all the time.
Look, we want to lighten up the mood a bit before we get out of here. Since you're from the city, your choice. Give us your top 5.
Top
music-wise.
5 So I'm not, crazy part is I'm not big into music.
Really?
That's crazy, huh? I know. I'm not big into.
You're the first person to say that from the city.
First.
I know. Listen, I honestly, when I'm driving, I don't really listen to music. Like, I be like.
You on the phone?
I be on my. Yeah, I do be on the phone. I do be on the phone. That's a good one. I do be on the phone, but I be like just thinking of my own thoughts. Like, even when I'm at home, like I'm thinking of my own thoughts. Like I'm even as a kid, like I never really listened to music. I was outside playing basketball. I was outside riding a bike. I was an outside kid. So
all right. We're going to flip it up. We're going to make it easier for you.
I knew he was going to go here.
You know I was going to.
Let's go. All right, see if I'm
Top 5 basketball players.
In a city?
Of all time.
Oh my God. So look, King James first.
Wait,
King James first.
Hold on.
We good? Oh, yeah. I thought we good. Oh, we good too? All right.
The producer ain't good. The producer ain't good, but we good.
All right. Listen. All right. All right, so Brian first. Jordan second. Top 5. So we doing like a starting 5, or we just doing just who I do? All right.
Any position.
All right. Let me see. So Brian, Jordan. I'm a Shaq fan. I think he was just super dominant. Like, ain't nobody could play with him. Crazy enough, I love KG. KG was like my best player growing up.
KG, yeah.
I just love his tenacity. Yeah, I just loved how he didn't care. He went at everybody. Like, I love that. And then let me see. All time. That's crazy.
Alex getting nervous back there.
I know you're gonna say Kobe, but I know you want me to say Kobe, but like I feel like I got them two there, so I need like a point guard, like a true point guard or something like that. So I know Kobe, son. I know.
You feel the eyes on him.
I'm not gonna say Kobe just to be rebellious.
All the shit he deal with, like this is the pressure come from right now.
So the last person, man, I'm gonna say I was an AI fan, man. I was a big AI fan too. So that's just my era, right? Of course we could do Kobe. Of course we could do Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? Of course we could do all of them. Like, all of them are greats. But I was just fans of these people as a kid growing up trying to play basketball. Right. That they kind of just got a special place. I wasn't really a Kobe fan like that. He's great, of course. But I was definitely, when LeBron came, I was like, oh, this is it, this guy. And then I just love him as a person, right? Yeah. He's a good family man. His wife, he got the kids, like, never got in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like billionaire at this point, building his brand, brought his homies up with him.
Right.
Like I just love the story of him too.
Yeah, that's the crazy part about it, bro. I be telling people like, bro, that's the blueprint. You don't have to love the basketball player, but look at the blueprint, bro. Put his partners in school, educated them on how we gonna do this, how we gonna run this,
Man,
and
he
then
killed it.
executed it.
Killed it.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody should be doing that. Prior to him, everybody was doing the entourage. You know what I'm
Entourage.
saying? You're
Yeah.
paying all this money for these dudes to travel,
Yep.
eat, party with you, and get nothing from it.
That's a
But now
fact.
you put them on now. Maverick Carter and
All of them. And Rich Paul.
You know, they top of their brand.
Top.
You know what I'm saying? They the top of the top. So no, shout out to them. And
shout out
just
to
so
Brian.
people know, I was a Jordan fan. For some whatever reason,
I mean-
people think that when you rock with Brian,
You can't rock with
you
Jordan.
can't rock with Jordan. No, I was a Jordan fan first, bro. Like,
sure.
I tell you everything about them Bulls teams.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Yeah, that's my top 5. I'm gonna get hell. They go,
Yeah,
but
you
they
know.
about to give it to
Yeah,
me.
you
for
know.
this,
That's all right.
this weak top 5 I didn't give, but shit.
But Jay, listen, right before we
Yeah,
leave,
yeah, it's all good.
if there's one thing you could let the community know about yourself, what would that be?
One thing to the community. I'm an open book. So let me see. One thing, it would probably be, man, I love this community probably more than anything in this world, bro.
Facts.
And I take it personal. Like this is personal for me. Like the stuff that I do, the people that I help, like I'm a victim's person for sure. Like I'm pro victim. So a lot of the times you're gonna see me like helping or talking for a victim. So but yeah, man, this Empower You Nola, this helping the city, the stuff that I'm doing is personal. So I don't think people really understand how tough I take this and how shit I ain't have a break in months. Because I go to sleep with it, I wake up with it, and every day I'm trying to help somebody. I'm trying to dig up, research something for somebody, and I do it for free. So that's probably what I'll say, man. This is my God's given gift to the community. And mind you, I try to quit this multiple times, dude. Don't think I try to get out of this. Listen, I try to three times.
That's real.
I try to
That's
quit.
real.
Literally, like the last time, I tell people the story the last time. This mind just happened 3 times, but the last time is just super significant because I never did it again after that. So the last time I'm in church and I'm on my knees and I'm praying, I'm like God, I feel like I know you put this on me. I know you did this, and I know this what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm tired, I'm hurt, I'm broke. I got a family. Like the money ain't coming in with fast enough. And I'm ready to quit. Like I said, I need a sign. Like I need a sign right now, and I don't want to see a shining light. And this is, this ain't me and my God talk, right? I don't need no shining light. I don't need no dove flying in this mug. Like I need a physical sign, or I'm gonna walk out of here, and I'm going to get a job, and I'm just gonna just work and just do what I gotta do, provide for my family. A dude tapped me on my shoulder as I'm like, all right, God, dude tapped me on my shoulder, bro. I get chills every time I think about it. I tell the story. Dude tapped me on my shoulder. And I'm like, I'm praying. I'm got my eyes closed. I look back and I'm like, how you doing? He was like, keep doing what you're doing. He said, man, listen, I follow you. He said, it's an older cat though. Like he said, I follow you. I used to have a boys' home in the night ward, and you motivate me to keep going, so don't stop. Right? So I'm like, crazy. Like I was about to cry then, right? I'm like, dang, that's crazy. So I got back and I was like, all right, God, like I asked for it, you gave it to me. Like I'm never gonna question it again. Something I did, I don't think I was supposed to do. So I left out. Weeks later. I see him, the dude. That was my first time seeing him then. I see him again. So he's like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, how you doing, sir? I'm like, you remember me? He was like, yeah, I remember you. I was like, what made you tell me that in that moment? Man, that man said, man, that wasn't me, that was God. Boy, I could have
lost it. You lost it.
Yeah.
lost it.
it.
Because I knew I wasn't supposed to ask, but I was still like, man, I gotta, something, because that was at my lowest moment. And you was there. And he said, man, God told me. That wasn't me. Man, listen, bro. I ain't never questioned it since then. I'm going to keep moving. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep fighting for the city. And ain't nobody could tell me nothing different. So that's my little story.
Love it.
Man, look, so tell the people
Yeah.
they can get it. Your phone number. That's your phone number. That's your personal number. Or that's
Yeah. My personal number. So
Okay.
it's DMs. It's the DMs. Yeah, no, it's not the 504.
Okay,
It's
so it's strictly social media.
Hey, my man told you about he was on at Harris and everything. Told you how that go.
the DMs. You know what I'm saying? I'm accessible.
We got to bring you back for a
No,
different
but listen.
conversation.
I thought it was like the bat phone or something like that.
Nah, DMs, man. Yeah. So Empower You Nola, man, on everything. My email is empoweryounola@gmail. Empower You Nola on my website. I got merch and stuff. I don't really promote that stuff crazy enough. I got shirts. I just got to call shirts. I wrote a book. We ain't even ready to get into that. It's called A Police Officer Playbook: A Citizen's Guide to Survive. So I just teaching the community like how to get stopped by the police. What's Miranda rights? What is Plainview Doctrine? What is different things that you're going to encounter on your everyday with the police? It's a book, so you can get that from there. Facebook, Empower You Nola. Everything Empower You Nola, man. Like, you can reach me. I'm super accessible. You see me in the street, holler at me. We can run it. Even walking into here, there are 4 little kids outside, man, that was like, "You the newsman," right? Like, I'm like,
it's beautiful. The kids know.
Look,
it might sound funny, but it's beautiful.
and the producers out there that can attest to it. He's sitting there like I'm like, "You the newsman. I like it. What happened with the little kid?" Like, and I'm telling them, I'm running the conversation. But man, I do it for them. I love them.
That's beautiful because that's trust.
Yeah, man.
They trust you.
They trust me.
You rebuilding that trust, bro.
That's it. That's the goal.
I take us on now, Miss Grande.
Grande.
We want to thank you for coming.
She not be she feel all nice and
Yeah,
sweet.
all
shit.
nice and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't see y'all don't see it. Go ahead.
No,
Close it out.
Tell me, go ahead. No, we want to thank you for coming. Like, subscribe, share, and we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.